Hi guys. Hi. Mir to see you. Yeah, you guys can ask questions. To be honest, hey Rihanna. Um, I look so tired. I am so jet lagged. I am super, super jet lagged. You can see it in my face. And I just realized that I'm wearing a foundation that's lighter than my face, which doesn't make sense. I have been okay. And then I just saw what happened to Tony Cathera. I think that's how you pronounce his last name, with the lethal injection that it ended up getting halted. I don't know. I don't know how I feel today. I genuinely don't know how I feel today. Like, I'm so mad. Like, people don't understand how mad I am. Yeah, I'm back in London now. I just look scary. Hey. It got stopped because similar symptoms happened to Tony, where he groaned and they couldn't, and it was burning him, and then they had to stop it. Something went wrong with the lethal injection because they're all expired. Not because of Kim Kardashian. The lethal injection went wrong. They still put the IV in his veins, you know. This is what I'm so mad. No, it's okay, honey. I'm so mad because it's like, no, he didn't die. They stopped it because the IV went wrong. The lethal injection went wrong, so they had to stop it. And he was groaning. I'm not sure. Hi. Thank you for your prayers. I'm just so frustrated because, like, I don't know. Yeah, they was not going. Let me tell you something. They was not going to stop that execution up until the lethal injection went wrong, and they had to stop it. Bearing in mind, in Tennessee, they have more common sense than in Texas. I only did school run. That's all I do. School run and lock myself in the house. I went to do school run and I got stopped a couple times. And people want to speak about his case in front of my daughter. Hey, I left a good husband for a man. Who's my what good? Do you know what? Today I'm feeling it. Who's the good person? And it's not even me that mutes you. I just want to know who the good husband was. The husband that was beating me in the middle of Kosovo. Is that the husband we're talking about? Is that the husband we're talking about? When I was forced to get married at 17 and that he beat me and nearly killed me. Are we talking about that husband? Okay. Right. Okay. Because today I am coming for everybody. I'm so mad. Like people are not realizing the extent that people are willing to go to execute people, especially without evidence. People want to go an extent to execute people. Tony was one that got away with it because he was thank you. Tony got away with it because people listened and realized that the lethal injection was going wrong. People didn't listen. Tawanda, let me tell you something, honey. Tawanda, you're muted, but you can hear me. Let me tell you something. My brother, don't protect a government that will not protect you. Do not protect a government that won't protect you, brother. Don't do that. I'm telling you now. Don't do that. Don't protect a government that won't protect you. I'm telling you now. Hey, Danny. Like, no, it's not doctors that do it. It's CEOs that do it, that administer it. Like thank you, Callie. When I keep telling people this lethal injection is inhumane, it goes wrong. But people do not, I don't care about what my Albanian parents think. I'm a 31-year-old woman. If you guys live for your Albanian parents, go live for your Albanian parents. Go breathe for them, go sleep for them, go do everything for them. I don't care. So what? Because I just, about my Albanian. I don't bleed Albanian. I don't bleed. Like, people are complaining. Let me tell you what they did. Let me tell you this, yeah? Let me tell you this. When James's execution happened, they lied. They said that he died in silence. I've got it all over my social media, right? I gave you 2 different proofs of how they lied. Then the next execution happened a week later. No, it was 15 days later after James's. Edward Busby. Do you know what the victims of Edward Busby's did? The victims' families did? They took an author, they took a publisher or author, whatever, he was quite known, put him in the chamber to witness it, so then he can go around and say Edward Busby died peacefully. Why? Because people are too scared to speak up the truth. People are too scared to speak up the truth, so they now need to always pay people to go to see these executions to change the narrative. To change the narrative. It wasn't even because they couldn't find the vein. It was because it was that was part of it, but he was in pain as well. He was groaning. Like, people don't understand, these pharmaceuticals are compound pharmaceuticals that do not have expiry dates. These lethal injections, they just make these concussions, and then what they do is they just extend these expiry dates by 6 months every time. They spent millions of dollars for these injections that don't even have proper expiry dates. They don't have proper FDAs. They don't have proper, like, pharmaceutical ruling. Like, you have to remember, the potassium burns your veins. Burns your veins, guys. It burns them. It burns your veins. Like, it's a lethal injection. It's three chemicals in one. One is meant to knock you out. One is meant to burn your veins. Like, guys, if I show you pictures of my husband's body after the lethal injection, you would think that he was beaten. He was all completely bruised. Like, people are not understanding. Like instead of attacking me and chatting a load of crap in my ear, why don't people get together and actually fight against the system that is doing crazy stuff? What caused the swelling was, I'm guessing it was the vein, because his vein was super swollen, and then his whole ear was blue, and it was all blue here. It was just, he looked like he got beat, like somebody grabbed a baseball bat and smacked his ear and his neck. No, it's not supposed to be. If it was peaceful, they would allow CCTV cameras in the chamber. One, they would allow, and there's no CCTV cameras in the chamber. And 2, they don't. And the media for the state, the media, who I was told is supposed to ensure that nothing goes wrong, can come outside and do an interview and fully lie fully lie. Oshko hamot. Adin chat mutin kalpt pi lopes chidel shko haye. Så I kalpt I vet. I'm sick and tired of Albanian men. Like, I'm sick and tired. Like, they own Kosovo, Albania. Like, they bleed for Albania and Kosovo when they go and get drunk and act like fools. Come off it. Come off it. One time in a month, one time in a year, you guys act like you're Muslims, and the next time you drinking birapeya and raki all day long. And they act like their sisters don't be following me and liking. Oh, let me just look at you today. Let me find your little ass looking at the balcony. Looking at the balcony. What are you looking at the balcony? What are you looking at the balcony? You ain't got shit to your name. Universal Credit pays for your mama's brand new apartment. Please, stay quiet. Thank you, Amanda. No, it happened in Tennessee. It happened in Tennessee, but obviously... Oh... Thank you. Like, the society has the society today, you guys are... No, my type is your mum. That's what my type is. Your nasty mum. From the time you call yourself Mullah, how are you telling me you're an Albanian, yet you use a Jamaican word, but you're racist? Look at all these Albanian men. Look at all these Albanian men. They're triggered. They're triggered. But guess what? I am going to be the one person that will raise your blood pressure so high. Best believe I'm going to raise all your blood pressure so high that you're all going to look at each other and you're all going to want to go crazy. I am going to be the person that will raise your damn motherfucking blood pressure today, because you guys are making me curse today. I am going to be the blood pressure, the poison. I'm going to be the lethal injection to every Albanian man. How about that? How about that? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I am so mad that people can get away with stuff like this, that people get executed, knowing that there's enough evidence to know that they didn't do the crimes. They get away with this. And then you've got peroxide Karens, you've got redneck Bobs, and then you have these Albanian broken down eagles. I'm so mad. And people just get away with whatever they want to get away with. They just think that it's okay. Oops. What method of execution would you have prepared? What method of... Oh, he's back. Do you not have anything better to do with your life? What method of execution? Like... He's always back. Like, these... Do you know, like, it comes to a point, there's a level of, like, weird obsession on social media for people. And have you not noticed that every time I come on live, these people are the first people on my live? It's like they wait. They sit there and they wait. I told you. Do you know what? I'm going to be? I'm going to be a lethal injection to you men. That's what I'm going to be. See these Albanian men. Have you seen them run down eagles? Like their feathers are barely even sticking to their bodies. Like they're run down. That's what I call these Albanian men. Run down eagles. First of all, he's not my ex, Samira. Second of all, he's my husband. And third of all, no hate. Throwing a backhanded comment is wild. is wild. Is wild. A backhanded, like, does it matter? Yes, I met my husband. He's still my husband in prison. About it. I wish they get what they deserve. When people say, do you know what I hate? When people, yes, we did get to Parleys, honey bunny, sugar plum. Look at you. Hello, 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 sir. You look like Ken Paxton's first victim. Like you, some guys, my brothers, if I was you, I would stay quiet because Ken Paxton will grab you like the monster. Like he will swallow you so quickly. So you better stay quiet. Vtura mot te bora haloma chuche. Kshurja boost che som pi frun kurchush. Moja mjera e vetës. Moja mjera e vetës. Du euron gjep nuk I ki. Kishin on e kanadës. O kuku për neve. Chuchja keche. Today, I'm coming Albanian and English. No, I'm not okay. Che meta tu si chuche. Kshëre. Mijer nona jote e fare fisi që I kin varr e jashtë që I ki për ty. Bro, like when people say, oh, they deserve this. Bro, how can you say what people deserve and what people don't deserve? Tell me who the heck are you in this earth to tell somebody what they deserve? Who are you? Who are you? Like, who am I to tell somebody what they deserve? Who are you to tell anybody what they deserve? Who is anybody to tell anybody what they deserve? About people deserve what they... Are you mad? Mireki. Oh my God, Christiana, Mireki. Texas don't even allow you to touch. People think that it's just, you know what's so crazy? People have this idea that even in Texas, whether you're not on death row, that you have the ability to touch each other. Even without the glass, they're still strict. You're not allowed to touch each other. So thank you, Raven. My brother, you look like you're in prison. And if I get a hold of you, I will find out what's going on with you in prison, brother. Don't play with me. Don't play with me like you ain't... Don't play with me, little boy. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, little boy. Because you're walking around in a tank top and a 500-year-old a snapback. Don't play with me, little boy. About he played with me with his poems. I'm nice, I'm kind, but don't play with me. Don't play with me. Have I had time to mourn? Not at all. I can't mourn. I don't even know what mourning looks like. What's my skin routine? Honestly, I can tell you this. I use Bioma. What do I use? Bioma. And your mum is boring, but here we are. You have to deal with her and I don't. Simple. No, I'm not in the US. I use Bioma milk, glazing milk, and then I use CeraVe, I don't even know, cream and face wash. I can't put too much on my face because honestly, if I put anything else on my face, I'm done. Like, I will start breaking. Yeah, I was doing a lot of... I do Korean face masks and exfoliants as well, when like once in a while. Thank you. I don't even know, honestly, guys, yeah. I don't even know what grief looks like. I feel numb. I get angry. I see these executions that happen. I get so triggered. Like, since being in the UK, I barely have any support. Like, luckily tomorrow I'm going away to see one of my friends. Like, it's all I do is sleep. I'm not even gonna lie. I have so much. I am so numb right now. Are you the only one with the green eyes? I don't know. Am I? Apparently there's a very small percentage of us with green eyes. Like, I'm mad. I'm so happy that Tony did not get executed today. I'm so happy that Tony didn't get executed today. But it hurts me as well, because I'm like, God, why did you forget my husband? I'm not in touch with nobody. Okay, Christiana, you can DM me. I'm so mad. Because it's like, they make you look crazy. What people want to do is they make you look crazy for telling the truth. Yeah, they're to raise awareness. I am going to see therapy, but this is the whole point, is to raise awareness, because I don't want to have to go on this stuff. I don't want to have to turn around and be on these lives. I have to do it. I don't want to have to be on these, like people were saying, oh, someone commented, oh, she's using her husband's name for publicity, and she's using her husband. I own my motherfucking husband's name. Did you guys know this? I own every right. I own every single right of my husband. Not even his mother owns it. I own it. Me. I own it. Best believe I'm going to go fight for him. I'm going to keep his name alive. I'm going to carry on speaking. I own every right of my husband. Every right. Nobody in this earth can come and ask for any right of my husband when I own it. We put it like, oh, Tony, non io te ti bof binech, e ti bof trenech, e da pet kame met rugace kame met. That's what people forget. Let me give you an example. Before he passed away, he gave me all the rights. What are you talking about? I've always owned my own last name. Like, Krasniki was always my last. That's my dad's. That's my blood and last name. What are you talking about? I never ever took anybody else's last name. I always kept my last name. The only person that changed my name was James Broadnax. Thank you. My own husband signed documents to give me all the rights of his name. I am the executor. If I can pronounce that word right, of my own husband. Nobody can, if anybody does anything when it comes to my husband, nobody has no rights on my husband. Nobody. Your mum's cap, but here we are. Everybody's mother's going to get it today. Let me give you an example today, yeah? Because I'm a very real person. His own mother called the lawyers. His own blood mother that came out of her womb called the lawyers today and said, I want some of his belongings. Do you know what his lawyer said? You need to call his wife. You need to call his wife. His own mother. His own mother called the lawyers, trying to take stuff. And literally the call was made simple. His wife has every right. You have to call her. And she called me. And she called me because my husband, one thing about my husband and I, he knew how to marry right. Yes, he was in prison. Yes, he was wrongfully convicted. But my husband and I, we were very legally knowledgeable. Very legally knowledgeable, right? So what did we do? We signed all the documentation before he passed away to ensure that nobody can have access to anything that comes to him. Nobody. There isn't one person in this earth but God that can come and take him or take my rights away from him. So yeah, I had to break the news to Mama Sweets. Hey, honey. Hey, honey. It was lovely meeting you. But your son belongs to me. Anybody can birth you in this. Do you know what? Anybody can be a mother. Anybody can birth you. But it takes You don't get no money for nothing. You don't get no money for it. Even if you exonerate him post execution, they don't care. They don't care. Oh. Like, I even see people that I grew up with. I see loads of people. Oh, and do you know when people say about this Netflix deal, you are the same people that will sit there and binge watch these Netflix deals. So be quiet. People don't realize, yeah. I see people that come on here that I've known for years, and they don't want to message you. They don't even want to contact you to ask you, hey, are you okay? Like, we didn't break bread together. Thank you, Christiana. Like, we did not break bread together at one point. It's cool. It's okay. It's good. It always be your own people. It always be your own people. Thank you, guys. Not really. I don't have appetite for anything. I don't have an appetite for anything. No, I've never touched my lips. I'll promise you. The only thing I do to my lips is exfoliate them with sugar and honey. We spoke every single day on the phone, saw each other. Like, I was consistent. We were just on the phone all the time for hours on end. I'll follow you back. Don't you worry. There we go. Veç mă si halzon njerëz problemet e mia. Your favorite Albanian, yet you are the worst Albanian to live. Here we are. Yeah, I was doing my master's. Do you even have a degree? Not that it matters, but like, how you trying to attack my master's? Make it make sense. Like, if you're gonna come for me, why in the name of Jesus would you attack my master's? Why would you attack my education? Like, that's a compliment to me. Faleminderit. Masters. Do I? On är loptima gar Kate Katune me tuli far lai kali sitte. Mo kali çfar kali jete. O zot runa. Jo që po t'japin as një sen me hunger bok, po je i lamt je. Oh, I am Albanian, yeah. Why? Guys, I'm not going to speak about locations. I'm not going to speak about locations. Thank you. I beg your pardon, she's a single mum, so benefits. Oh, here she is. She's back and better. She's back and better, yet her lip filler failed. She's back and better. My finances. She's back and better, yet her failed lips. Baby, your filler has migrated. And it clearly has migrated to your brain too. Yeah, that's true, Jade. Ski-fi. Do you know what's so crazy? Yeah? Some lady commented and said, people are not going to take prison wives seriously because of Tiana. I'm going to keep it real. When was prison wives ever taken serious? We've never been taken serious. We've always been abused. We've always been looked down on. We've always been condemned. So we have to keep it real. The chances of prison wives being taken serious is very low. How come that's why James and I never glamorized our relationship. Our relationship, if anything, the media glamorized our relationship. The media was interested in our relationship. James and I were fighting for his life. So when people say, oh, Tiana's the reason why people don't respect and don't take prison wives serious. No, honey. No. Before me, it was never respected and never taken serious. Hence why James and I never glamorized it. Do you think we were a proud prison couple? We weren't. That's why we kept it quiet. It was the media that was making a big deal about it. Because we didn't care. Our relationship was not going to get him a stay. His cousin confessed March 11th. We always knew he was innocent from before. Oj sor, oh my God, nona jotet both binech. Çka me bo jetë mirë, ma ka thonë Zoti këtë goj me fol shpejt. Unë e shurë te mot. Më falë shpreje, më falëni. What does it mean legally? When you have the rights of your partner legally, it means that nobody can talk, like nobody can publicize anything about him. Nobody can take any of his belongings. Nobody can take anything that has to do with his name and anything to do with him. I own. Long story short. What evidence was there before the confession? DNA excluded James from everything, from the weapon and the victim's bodies. The cousin's DNA was everywhere. It was like at this point, literally before Damaris's confession, there's always been, and people think that, oh, why did Damaris take so long to speak? Damaris always accepted. Damaris has always accepted that he did it, but he just wouldn't put it. No, the cousin is on life without parole. The cousin has always said it. He just said that he wouldn't put it on paper because he was scared. He was scared, and James wasn't. They weren't giving James an execution date because they had requested 2 execution dates from 2022. So bearing in mind, for 4 years they were asking for execution dates, and the judge wouldn't give it. Welcome to Texas, where money and white this is more important when it comes against the black man. That's why I tell the brothers of the same race as James, stop fighting, stop protecting a system that will put you. Ardet pashnizot shko hajdo kikirika. O ardet shko hajdo kikirika e mos fal vesh për sa me pas një goj e një zonë fët. Po shko hajdo kikirika. Ani. Okry Ardet, okry. I'm not accepting anybody. Nobody needs to sit here with me and talk to me unless I know you. Po shqiptare jam për taksirat, zotit jam shqiptare. How long was you guys married? Justin? Oh, you're not even a Justin. You're an Albanian guy with one thing that... Okay. Please tell us your hair products. Please tell us your hair products. He was there at the time of the murders. Okay. And then you was there when your girlfriend was getting drunk and flirting with your best friend. So I'm guessing you're just not as innocent, right? Oh. Normal që kisha bo, më pas kun shqiptar, apet të kisha bo njëjtin sen. People don't realize, yeah? I was with James for 2 years. People don't realize that it happened to be somebody that I was with, right? It happens to be that I've said that, I keep saying this in every live I've ever got into. I would fight for the oppressed. I fight against racism. That was the whole point in the beginning of how I end up speaking to James, because I was doing my research on racial disparities in Texas death row. And I came across James. I wrote to him. People don't understand. It so happened to be my husband. No matter if the person, whoever it is, I don't have to be in a relationship with them in order. Jonathan, I beg you, go to your backyard and just figure out your flowers, because you're lost. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Christy. Common sense is not always common, you know. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. If that was the case, do you know what? Okay. We're going to have to keep his name alive. Do you know what? Let me tell you something, yeah? I have to be real. I have to be real with all due respect. Those people that sit there and quote the law without even a day, let alone an hour of legal knowledge, yeah? Legal knowledge. I beg you, please. ChatGPT is for free. Google is for free. Every AI is for free. For the lazy ones, because it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Like, I hate it when people try to be superheroes to people that they don't even know. Like, I hate it. I hate it when people try to be superheroes to people that they don't even... Like, it's crazy. Thank you. It's so crazy when, like... How are you backing a system, a community that I promise you, if they had the chance, they would have put you in the gurney next to James. They would have done a row of gurneys. Like, people really need to know the people that they're trying to protect. Because look at my husband. He protected his cousin and it cost him his life. It cost him his life. I don't feel nothing towards the cousin. God will deal with him. God will deal with him. God will deal with him. Thank you. And God tells you not to be an idiot, but then here you go. You still choose to be an idiot. I've messaged the cousin for the first time. When James passed away, I messaged him and I told him exactly how his cousin passed away. I gave him a very thorough description of how his cousin passed away. There's no point, like, no. How do I feel in myself? I feel crap. I'm alone. I'm alone in the UK. I'm alone. My community never really cared about me because I have a mixed race child, and now poor people here, like, I don't know if it's just me, but like, I don't think people realize a lot of people in the UK are so cold. Like, you know what's so crazy, yeah? The selfishness in a lot of people is so wild. And it's like everybody cares. Everybody cares. No matter how... Do you know how many people came forward to help James? Like... Oh, the British tabloids, they're getting it soon. Not an Emir. Do you know how many people... I know. And do you know what's so crazy? Do you know how many people were fighting for James? Like, legislators were fighting for James. People that create the law in Texas were going to speak to the governor to tell him, you guys have got it wrong. You guys have got it wrong. He, like, if anything, like, put him, like, do you know what I mean? Even Dr. Phil fought for him. Like, people were saying, you guys have got it wrong. Like, legislators of Texas, Republicans and Democrats and conservatives were fighting, saying, if you're going to keep him in prison, at least, like, it's meant to be for robbery, not for capital M. Like, he did not, and there's enough evidence to show that James never did it. They destroyed majority of the DNA testings because when we requested to retest, when we requested to retest just so we can prove again that he was excluded, their reply was, yes, of course. Because remember, people don't realize there was so much things that happened in the inside. So much things that happened in the inside. Like, with all due respect to the victims, those victims, they never deserved to pass away in the hands of somebody else. But it wasn't my husband. It wasn't my husband. When there are inside work from the victims' families, when there is so much things happening in the... Like, I've walked into court where they've told me it's not even about his innocence. It's about politics. It's about politics. Otrolan troftpika. Tu non-estonde babestan motres dajes teses sicilis. How about that? Kor gzemos pavshmesu. What politics? Honey. Look at what my husband was half. Look, my husband was half black. In America, there's only white, black, and Hispanic. There's no biracial. In the UK, we're too lucky that we have all these different ethnicities. These lines go further and further, right? In the US, you only have white, black, and Hispanic. 1. 2. I have changed my number. I will call you. I will call you in a second. They never cared about my husband's innocence. I can promise you now. They all told me we don't care about. From time the governor had a meeting with me. The governor of Texas, Greg Hot Wheels Abbott, had a meeting with me. And he knew that James didn't do it based on all the evidence. But then you have the families turning around and writing, saying, we have been promised that he is going to die. We have been promised that we will live long enough to see him dead. Other people in our families have died and they never got to see James's last breath taken away. When people were sitting there having after parties and buffets and countdowns to his death. What does that say? Who promises somebody that they are going to be killed? The AG told us that this is a stole tactic, but we know that he's not going to live because we were promised that he was going to be taken away. These people don't understand, yeah? These people don't understand that I could sit there and tell you, out of respect, I don't speak about Matthew Butler because I can tell you the kind of person he was that his own daughter told me about. But everybody will say, how dare you speak about the dead? Well, my husband's dead and you guys are trashing his name. You guys are trashing his name like no man's business. All 3 men were killed, including my husband and 2 other men. 2 other men. People don't know that Matthew Butler was actually a very, very, very violent man. He did not allow his wife to have a job or go to college. He's had bipolar. Why is it? Let me ask you this question, yeah? Why is it that up until I knew about his bipolar and his past, right? And when his daughter told her mother, Jamie, about what she told me about her dad, that's why she went to Dallas Morning News and told them nothing would have happened. They would have forced him. And that's why when after Michaela told her mum what she told me about her dad, that's why she went on Dallas Morning News and said, my husband struggled with bipolar. But I need to be made into a lie. Bearing in mind, the same woman that wished my husband, that fought to kill my husband, kicked out her son into the streets. The same angel that she fought about. Like, every family has problems, but don't try and make somebody, 2 Christian singers. My guy, I go to church. Don't ever sit there. I go to church, but I can be the devil. I could be the devil. But because people, listen, the last few months, I've been dealing with journalists because they contact me all the damn time. And every time they've done a stupid headline, I've messaged them and I've called them and I said, why would you do that? Oh, it's because it's the only way we can get attraction from the public. Listen, fame, I don't care for money, I don't care for fame, because that's never going to bring my husband back. Me pas pas tini qatë sen, kisha fol, po se ki, s'ka met kur gjo s'ka met në trop. As karka leci, nuk e ki as ka si s'ki kur gjo, s'ka met kur gjo. I wish they lived for God. I wish in the mighty name of Jesus that they lived for God. If they lived for God, all of this madness would have never, ever, ever, ever happened. The God, like, if you're going to live for God, you should not be racist. If you live for God, you should be fair. If you live for God, you should be just. If you live for God, you should be forgiving. If you live for God, there should be mercy. If you live for God, you should love your neighbor, no matter their belief, no matter their anything. If you lived for God, you wouldn't fight to stop to remove any Islamic events, anything else. Excuse me? You married a murderer. You didn't know, and you have the audacity to speak about Jesus. Yeah, huh? An eye for an eye. An eye for an eye. Like they use. Do you know, guys? Yeah, I'm about to go bring the damn Bible, and we're about to have a scripture today. Like, people don't realize there is so many scriptures, like, that Jesus had to go and correct from the Old Testament. The same man, Moses, who said eye for an eye, he was a killer. He killed somebody. The same people that say, bearing in mind, the same people that say the same people that say we fear the Lord. We fear the Lord. God bless America. These are the same people that are supposed to love thy neighbor, no matter the religion, no matter their beliefs, no matter whatever they do. They're attacking the Islamic community. They are attacking every single belief that the Bible tells you should not attack. But you live for the Lord, right? No, you live for Moses. You don't live for Jesus. You live for the Moses laws. You don't live for Jesus. That's the thing here. You live for a man that actually committed a homicide. These people don't pick up the Bible one day in their lives. They don't read one scripture as simple as Psalms 23, the Lord is my shepherd. They don't even read, mumkanik pluma tutkanik and shochnia eke dunyoyat kanik ti kismundiet ke centru. But people don't like the truth. That's the problem. Have you not realized these people will tell you to dumb yourself down so they don't get offended? People need to shut your mouth and dumb yourself down. Look at Jasmine Crockett. She is a boss. Jasmine Crockett speaks the truth. What do they call her? A radical extremist. They call her crazy. They call her ratchet. Why? All this party crap. Nobody cares about party. It talks about Moses. So you're telling me that Moses, who ended somebody's life... Okay, do you know what? I need to bring the Bible because I've got about 7 different Bibles. Do you realize, go to the book of Mark, where Jesus speaks about correcting the laws of Moses because people have abused the law of Moses. So don't tell me about respect him. I respect Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the only son that the Father in heaven, his only begotten son, that he had to watch his only begotten son be crucified and bleed so much until there was water coming out of his veins. He was executed because he had to correct the Moses laws. And you're telling me respect Moses? No, honey. No. The only man I fear is the Lord and Savior in heaven right now that stands next on the right side of the throne of the Father. That's who I fear and that's who I respect. Solomon is meant to be a big, there's 2 books on Solomon, but yet guess what happened to Solomon? He was blessed with everything, but he couldn't stop promiscuity. He couldn't stop his concubines. So should we respect him and say that it's okay to do what Solomon did? Because he's a big he's a big person? If you want to know who is God, Father, or Jesus, grab the Bible and read it. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Destiny, honey. I don't know if you... Do you know what, honey? No, it's okay. You read the Bible. Make sure, I would like you to read NIV, and I would like you to read the real Bible. Not a Bible that... I don't even know. Anyways, the whole point of me going on this live was because Tony from Tennessee, who was meant to be executed, the lethal injection was... Okay. All right. I'm not going to start this with you people. This is not flipping Speaker's Corner. Yes, that's why I came on today. It was about the botched execution of Tony Kathuras. I can't pronounce his name right. And Tony, they tried to find his vein and they couldn't find his vein. I believe they still inserted the lethal injection, like the needle, and he was groaning, right? And so, yeah, so 3, 2, 1, here we go. No, so Tony was from Tennessee. Yeah, so okay, thank you, Shannon. So bearing in mind, I will answer about the laughing thing in a second. Bearing in mind, I come to find out even with James, they require to put you 2 IVs in 2 arms, right? And, Destiny, I beg you, please, man, you're disrespecting your own neighbor, let alone, please. And yeah, so anyways, he was groaning and it just went all wrong. And apparently he was bleeding out. He was bleeding out. So it came to a point, but that's why I'm saying that's why I spoke up about James's case, because he had a nosebleed. That thing is disgusting. People don't understand. That's poison. It's meant to burn your veins. The potassium is meant to burn your veins. So God, thank you, Jesus. What are you talking about? I don't even know what the answer is. Yes, I'm not even seeing your comments. You're rude. Let somebody finish talking. Of course it's painful. Krista Pike apparently has very good appeals. So the chances of Krista Pike being executed is going lower and lower. It's very painful. That's why my husband groaned. Like, my husband groaned so loud and his neck jerked back. Like, that's why I've been telling people, guys, there is no cameras in those execution chambers for a reason. And that's why in our situation, the state witness who was supposed to make sure that nothing went wrong went on interview and lied and said he died peacefully. How do you trust a system that can lie about people dying peacefully when then Dallas Morning News contradicted what she said? Like, I don't understand how people don't sit there and say, hold on a minute, 2 seconds. How can, like, literally 2 media, if it was just me, I'll understand. People will try and make me look crazy. But Dallas Morning News completely contradicted what the state media said in an interview. Are you guys understanding this? Like, are you guys not concerned? And people want to turn a blind eye to it? Fisnik, shko hado kukirika. The laughing. Okay, I've got the people. So who came up with this laughing business was Teresa Butler, Matthew Butler's mother, right? So this is what happened. There was a room full of people. Bearing in mind, James's case was a high-profile case, so that courtroom was packed with people, right? Please tell me, in a room full of people, only David Alex, the prosecutor, and Teresa Butler saw him laugh. Please stop. Nobody else has ever come out to say that James laughed, by the way. Only Teresa Butler and David Alex, the prosecutor, turned around and said James laughed. But nobody else saw it in that courtroom. Bearing in mind, when it was Damaris's trial, the co-defendant's trial, you know that Damaris threw a chair at them. You know that Damarius threw a chair at the victims' families when they were doing their last statements. You know that, right? Damaris threw a chair at them. Damaris lost his crap. He started going crazy in the middle of the trial. But again, they don't talk about that. Why? Because for some reason, they hated James. For some unknown reason, they hated James. They went above and beyond to lie on James's name. That only Teresa, but if you look on every article, all they say is David Alex and Teresa Butler saw him laughing in a room full of people in a high profile case. Guys, I beg you, please, just for a second, look at all what these Albanian men are saying. Look at it. I told them, I'm going to be the poison to these Albanian men. I'm going to raise your blood pressure to the sky. To the sky. And we Albanians are known for high blood pressures. So best believe. We all have diabetes and high blood pressures in Albania. Who's this? 51 Shades of Southern. Love music, dogs, and creative people, not necessarily in that order. Oh, you've got dogs. That's sweet. Albanian men don't like black people. Albanian men, thank you very much, Aliyah. Albanian men don't, they think that we live, bleed and die for the Albanian culture. We really don't. We really, really don't. Because let me tell you something. God's not going to ask you what your culture did for you. Thank you. Did I teach my husband my language? Yeah. What about the interviews that James did when he was first arrested? I'm happy to reply to you. You seem like a very educated woman. So the interviews that James did when he first was arrested, one, he was high on PCP, extremely, extremely high on PCP. They arrested him at 4:00 in the morning and brought him in. By 8:00, so they tried to interrogate him without a lawyer, whilst James was telling them, look, I'm high of PCP. I need a psych lawyer. And there's like, I've put up screenshots of on my TikTok that him making these comments, right? So they tried to interrogate him without a lawyer. Because James said no, they couldn't do it. So what they did is they put him in a room by himself, and I have proof they did that because I've had a few CEOs who saw him on the day of his arrest. 4 hours later, 5 journalists come and they don't even tell the CEO that he's about to have a media interview. They tell the CEO that it was a general visitation. They let the interviewers go, and so there was a point whilst they were arrested, Damaris also taught, because there's so many factors of how these interviews happen. Damaris also told James, you take the blame because I have been coming in and out of prison since I was 12, 13, and that you don't have a criminal record. So the chances of you, when it comes to mitigation circumstances, of you getting the death penalty is very, very low. So not only is he high on PCP, which he was showing every sign, he's now also about to take the blame of his cousin. And not only that, James is suicidal. He's suicidal. Because how did you go from somebody that never committed no crime, and next thing you know, you see your cousin end 2 people's lives? I'm not going to lie. That would traumatize me for the rest of my days. You know, and people don't know this, yeah? Of course, and bearing in mind, his cousin was part of Blood's gang. His cousin was part of the gang because the gun, that when they tested the gun, there was multiple DNAs on that gun, because it belonged to a gang. Damaris was the one that bought the gun. Damaris was the one that planned this. Damaris was everything. It just so happened that my husband, who regretted it all his life, that followed him. Do you know my husband? And people don't know this, yeah? People don't know this. You know, my husband said to me, for the first, the first 5-6 years, it didn't seem to track with what they said he did at all. And you know, my husband was so traumatized because he was so high, he doesn't remember properly what had happened on that day. Because even when he described, as they described the way he ended their lives so thoroughly, I've seen the autopsies. They don't match to what James had told them, right? I've seen the autopsies of the victims' bodies and they don't match. So when it came to like, people were saying, the Batson situation was not only a thing done wrong, first done wrong, but enough to toss it out. Yeah, James's case, even Dr. Phil said it. Because Dr. Phil, let me tell you something, Dr. Phil don't care if what it is. If Dr. Phil feels like you're wrong, he will tell you you're wrong. Everybody knows about Dr. Phil. And when Dr. Phil turned around, because a long time I'm like, people were trying to gaslight me that we had a weak case, right? And it came to a point, I'm going to follow you too, because I feel like you're a super smart woman. And I'm praying for you. I hope your health is good, because I can see that you was a stroke survivor. I really pray for you, that you're healed fully and that you're doing well. People, do you know, James once told me that the first few years of him being arrested, he was so traumatized from the smell of the blood. Like, he was like, babe, I could not sleep. I was traumatized of what I experienced and seeing what had happened. Like, people don't realize, and people say, yeah, but he was there. I cannot be that's why the law of parties is so, good night. That's why the law of parties is so flawed, right? Because I cannot be responsible for the intention or the actions of others. Yes, maybe I shouldn't be there, but I cannot, like, we can be, listen to this, yeah? Can you imagine this? You can be on a dinner table where there's cutlery. Thank you. There's cutlery. There's a knife and a fork. We can be in a dinner table of 2 people. And I know, yes, I will. Thank you, Christy. We can be in a dinner table with 2 people. One of them grabs the knife and ends the life of another. So you're telling me I'm responsible for the person grabbing the knife and ending the life of another when I did not know that what the intention was. So you're telling me now I'm going to be charged with capital murder under the law of parties because somebody else grabbed the knife and did it. I agreed to come to the dinner, but I didn't know that that person was going to use the knife to end the life of somebody else. Done, Amanda. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you have the peroxide Karen say, well, he was there, he isn't as innocent. He cannot. That's why the law of parties fails. That's why the law of parties fails so much, because people don't realize the law of parties actually has a guideline. It has a standard that you must reach in order for you to be under the law of parties. From the moment you call yourself a Balmain bruv, you are the I would stay with my husband 500 times. Yep, I'm a Serbian. No, actually, I'm not. I'm not a Serbian. I don't even belong in this planet. I'm from Mars. Call me Marzonian. I'm praying for you. I'm really praying for you. No, the cousins were never able to. The only time that James and his cousin ever had any communication was the day of their arrest, when they agreed that James was going to take the blame. That's the last time James and Damaris were able to have a conversation. They were, in fact, in the same prison for many, many years, and they didn't even know they was in the same prison. Demarius, so when and the reason, guys, do you know the reason why they gave James the death penalty? It's because they said that he was a future dangerousness, not because he was guilty of doing the crime. It was because he was a danger to and guys, if you go on Dr. Phil's podcast, you will see even the juror Elaine Clements, who gave James the death penalty, turned around and said, "We made a mistake. We made a mistake. We were together for 2 years, honey." Even the juror got up and said, "We made a mistake." She was crying. Like, the lady had brain surgery, and the next day she went on Dr. Phil because she was so adamant to stop James's execution. I don't know. I know he's not doing well. Mentally. I know Demarius, and do you know what's so crazy? Demarius has spent more time in solitary confinement than in general population because he just keeps having fights. He keeps having a lot of problems. How did I meet? I messaged James when I was doing my master's degree on international human rights law. I'd finished my law degree, and then I decided I just wanted to have a master's degree because I got one of the best grades in my law degree, which then qualified me to go. I had the requirements to be able to do my master's, and then I'll be honest with you, I wanted my master's to be relatable when it came to racism, right? I wanted people to know the truth of what really happens in Texas death row when it comes to racism. And I decided that I was going to message somebody on death row Texas, right? And I didn't want somebody too old. I didn't want somebody I just wanted a normal looking guy. And I'll be honest with you, I always said this, James just looked like a Hispanic uncle in the picture that he had. And I just thought, he's close to my age, thank you so much. And literally, I said to myself, I want, oh, Donna, thank you. And yeah, so I always got taught by, obviously, the lawyers that lectured me and stuff like that in law school. If you want to be the best lawyer, you need to know the shoes of somebody that you're fighting for. And that's what I tried to do. Did you get all the stuff you had in this cell? Yeah, it's all locked up now. It's all locked away. So that was the whole point. And I didn't think that I was going to love a person in there. He did. I remember he replied to me like a few hours later. He replied to me a few hours later. I didn't expect anything. When I tell you, I will never forget. I was sitting on my sofa. I had done it in the morning. I was in the library when I messaged him, in my law library, and then I just left it as that and thought, oh, I don't know how this works. Maybe I will never get a reply. And then in the evening, I remember it was about 8 o'clock, I received a reply. And yeah. What drew me to James? His intelligence, his respect, his, like, there was so much that was about when I met him. But before I met him, and when I was picking who to message, I don't know, he just stood out. Like, he just stood out of everybody else. Because I remember going through so many death row inmates on the list, and something just kept telling me no. I'm like an intuition kind of person. Like, I go with my intuition. And I remember and James was like, I remember I had gone through like 30 different inmates' profiles. And I'm sitting there thinking, nah. She's back. Oh, for the love of Jesus. And yeah, so I went through all these profiles, and I remember I got to James's profile and I was like, something just stood out about him. And I messaged him. We went writing, calling, and then visiting. Yes. If you had listened this profile, why did you go through the profiles for? If you had, honey, I went through the profiles because I was trying to find somebody to give me their experience in death row. Thank you so much. That's okay. I appreciate you. Stay safe. God bless you. I remember the first visit. We barely spoke. We just smiled. Like, we barely spoke. Text you back. What? Text you, brother. You don't even have my number. No, sorry. No, thank you. There's about 7 billion other women you can text. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever write a book or anything. I think, I'm just really and truly, like, right now, one of my family called me. Okay, that's fine. I'll check your message. One of, like a loved one called me and was like, what is your plans right now? Like, we're worried about you. And I was like, I don't know. Like, for the first time in my life, I don't know. Thank you so much. For the first time, like, I've always been like, I was an anxious person where, like, I would panic about my future. Like, I've always been hardworking. I'm an alpha female. I've always been the provider, the breadwinner in my household. So for me to go from that person to literally, I don't even know what I'm doing in the next hour. Like, you just don't know what tomorrow brings. And that scares me. Like, not scares me, that's a lie. Like, how do I explain it? Like, tomorrow is not promised for nobody. Like, nobody. And I think a lot of us live every single day like tomorrow is promised, and we forget that death is round the corner. And I don't want to be morbid. I did. I don't mean to be morbid yet, but it hit me like, yeah, I have a super different perspective of life now. Like back in the day, I used to live like tomorrow was always promised. Like I used to live like, all right, today went bad, there's always tomorrow, right? Now I'm like, we do not know when we leave this earth. And I just pray that I leave the earth with God being happy with me. So it's like you have a different perspective of life. And when you're in a situation like this, right, every day matters. Like every day. I'm sorry that you lost your son. I'm so sorry. Every day matters. Like arguments don't matter anymore. Like when I don't even know, I've become them kind of, I don't even know if I'm becoming them weird women, right? Like I see all these couples argue, and then I listen to their arguments and I'm like, bro, you don't even know if tomorrow's coming. It's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. Let it go. Like, let it go. Just love each other. Enjoy each other. Like, or separate and go. Life is so short. Like, we are truly blessed to wake up every single day and breathe. I'm sorry, Aliyah. Like, genuinely, to God, life is so short for yourself and for the people you love around. It's not worth it. Like, genuinely. Yeah, like, for example, there are people that you probably won't speak to, but that's okay. Pray for them and wish them the best. And, you know, just move on with your life. Go find your hobbies. Go enjoy your everyday that you're blessed with. Genuinely, to God, I've become like, I don't even know. I never thought I would be these kind of people. Like, thank you, Susie. Thank you. Like, people don't understand, yeah? Thank you, Gary. Juan, my days are moving. I'm like, what is it? I am moving on with my life because the days are not stopping for me. And that's what makes me mad. Do you know how mad I was? Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you know how mad it is that the days come and the nights go? Because I want them to stop. I wanted April 30th to stick and never move on. Like 21 days today, you know. 21 days. 3 weeks. Three weeks without no calls. 3 weeks without nothing. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Amanda, thank you. Oh. Like, they could have, if they wanted my husband to be punished for whatever they're blaming him, you know, you could have just put him on life without parole. Just put him on life without parole. Why was it needed to kill him? Why did you want to kill him? Put him on life without parole, like every other person's in. Why kill? That's my question. Why kill? He's not out in the streets anyways. So why do you have to eradicate him completely, disappear him from this earth? Especially when he didn't do it. Oh, thank you. Like, I don't understand the purpose of why kill. Like, you've locked him away. He's not coming out. Like, you lock people away anyways that they don't come out. Why kill them? Why? Like, I don't understand it. They're locked away. It's locked. Like, it's that people don't do it for justice. They do it for, like, they do it for their own of evilness. Do you know how evil it is to want, like, you literally are rushing to go witness my husband die. You're going to rush like it. You're like the newest collection in flipping Gucci's coming out. You know how people line up to get the new collection of something? They were running to see it. For why? He's locked up. What the heck could he do? You keep saying he's evil. Well, he's locked up. What else can he do? Like, even if he say he did. But like, yeah, I watched The Green Mile. But that's what I'm saying is like, what else could he have done? If you guys are so adamant to lie on his names, okay, be adamant to lie on his name. That is it. But what could he have done when he's locked up? You guys said he was the danger. Okay, he's locked up. What more could he have done? The flipping guy was locked up in a cage. Oh, Teresa Butler. Oh, we pay $30,000 a year. We pay $30,000 a year for this man to get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Get the fuck out of here. You paid Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton to kill my husband. That's what you did. Your son was a bipolar violent man. Your grandson today is a bipolar violent man. But I pray to the mighty name of Jesus that your grandson doesn't end up on death row. Because see God, see the Lord. You don't know how the Lord will test you. You don't know how the Lord will test you. Don't tell me to relax. Don't tell me to relax. If you don't like it, if you don't like the passion, you know, scroll. It's not by force and by power. You scroll. Like, how, like, tell me this, yeah? Tell me this. Got what he deserved. You do realize the Butler family have a violent grandson in their house right now. Teresa Butler's grandson, the son of Matthew Butler, is a violent bipolar man. What makes you think that you are saved? God forbid. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. But how do you know so God won't test you in that family? No, Emma, I know what Emma... Listen, guys, Emma knows me well. Emma knows me too well. She knows I don't get angry that easy. Of course, he was innocent of capital murder. Yes, he was. If anything, if I'm going to keep it real, he wasn't innocent of robbery because he shouldn't have been at the robbery. But he was capital murder innocent. He was innocent of capital murder. My husband always took responsibility for the robbery because he was there for the robbery. He participated in the... His cousin did. My husband cried and said, I wish I did something to stop it. I wish I did something to stop it. But how do you, like, you're high off your head on PCP. You don't even know what your cousin's gonna do. Like, you don't even know. You don't have the ability to stop anything in that moment. Emma, do you want to join in? PCP is like a crazy drug. Like the who admitted PCP is a crazy drug. It's like it makes you hallucinate. Like everything becomes dramatized. It makes you lack of emotion. Yeah, it's a narcotic. So it makes you lose lack of emotion. It makes you and he was so high. Like when I mean he was above the limit of the narcotic. Yeah, it's like it's a messed up psychedelic. Yeah, like people, if you've seen somebody, let me see. If you see somebody on PCP, do you know people on PCP have committed suicide? People on PCP have run up and down. Hey, my darling. No, his cousin. I don't believe his cousin was on PCP. Hey, Emma.
Who got your hat?
People. Did you see what happened to that Tony guy?
They couldn't find his vein, so they're giving him a year of cream.
They found one, couldn't find the other one, and he started groaning. And he started bleeding out.
I read that they're giving him a year at the last minute.
Yeah, but it's going to go above a year. I promise you. It's not going to happen in a year.
Doesn't that just show you that the lethal injection isn't this painless, like, humane way that they say it is?
Yeah, somebody said that people kept saying he got what he deserved. And I'm like, who the heck are you to tell me what he deserves? Like, you nasty, raggedy rag who can't even clean his butt. He don't even wash his butt. He wipes his butt with dry tissue. Use my language, man, because they got me mad.
People are gonna have to meet their makers one day and maybe even stand face to face with James. What are you gonna tell him then?
Boy. I don't even know what God's gonna say to me for being mad. Like, let alone for those people that have done something crazy.
No water and no wipes. Something's off. Tony's granted a stay today for another person.
What does that mean? Boy, I told James, you better wait for me at the gates of heaven. Like, you better be there standing straight there.
You two can meet up one day. We just don't share everything with the internet. I've already seen her. Shuck. There's an exclusive for you.
Thank you for the exclusiveness.
Just not everything's with the internet.
Do you know some lady commented and she was like, this was early in this morning on Facebook. She said, Tiana is the reason that all prison wives don't get respect and nobody takes them serious. I said, please, let's keep it real, right? Us as wives, we've never been taken serious anyways. Like, the chances of us being taken serious is very low. We're always gonna, like, we've always been condemned for being with somebody in prison. So how am I the main cause of it?
It's all your fault. How dare you?
How did I become the queen prison wife?
What the hell? People are so backwards, it is not even funny. Prison wives get a hard name because it's not something that's natural to other people. That's why. People are weird. I knew that I had to stop reading the comments at one point under this morning stuff. I was getting hot.
Oh, I haven't read the this morning comments.
I think I was on the YouTube. Wait, where's my phone charger? And it's just people just ignorant, aren't they?
Honestly, they it's crazy.
Jumped out of your skin. Wait, what voice did I do?
Tomorrow's the last day before the half term.
You're buzzing.
You know,
Wait, no, don't cheer. I can see the headlines now. She's only been back a little while and she's already cheering for the holidays.
Yeah. Well, I went to do school. I went to drop her to school today. I got stopped.
Shut up.
2-3 times. I got stopped 2-3 times by parents.
No.
Mrs. Broad, like, are you the parent? Are you the lady that married a death row?
Oh, hell.
And they were asking me questions about it, and I was like, Maya, oh, flip sake, I keep saying it, I'm so used to. And she just kept looking at me like, and I kept saying to them, hey, we could talk about it a bit later because I need to drop her off to school.
Right?
I don't want to talk about it in front of her. So it was like, I was like, damn.
Supposedly she walked in like in an animal shelter and picked James, married him then in 16 days. Do you know what? Even if she did something like that, it's still nobody's business. Just a little shocker out there. It's still not your business. We may need a security team. We may need to get you a blonde wig and some sunglasses and a hat.
I need to start looking like a peroxide Karen. So
Literally.
I can, you know, I could be a chameleon to these conservative women.
Don't get us going around together. There's those two girls that are embarrassments to prison.
Oh, easy.
Listen to justifying
the little violin. Like, what did he say? Listen to justifying what he done, eye for an eye. Oh.
Eye for an eye would make the whole world blind. No, I was being serious, Casty, about the wig and the hat and the glasses.
Are you able to do your life right now? What does that mean?
I'm being serious.
I'm still living, like I'm still breathing. Oh. Hey, Layla. Layla is a soldier. Oh my God.
Have the ignorant people been Albanian or like from over here? Because I know you get some ignorant Albanians sometimes.
What, the rundown Eagles?
Yeah, I don't know how to. I have to translate what they say.
The rundown Eagles. Yeah, they've been rough in the beginning, but they quickly were taken away. And then you've got the fake ones. No, yeah, it's been a mixture, right? I meant, can you continue? Nope, I can't do anything right now. Nothing right now. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. I know that.
Woo, woo. Wait, let me just mute my mic 1 second. How do we know each other? Oh, we were both on the same website, how to get a green card quickly. That's how we met each other.
I ended up with none.
And then I ended up arrested and deported. And then you're here.
No, I left legally.
That didn't work out, so we changed direction.
Sorry. Oh my God. We both ended up with British passports. The way we came in, the way we came back out with the same passport.
Fuck, it didn't work very well. I'll rethink that next time. How did that work out for you? I can see the headlines now. Both girls wrote to erase their green cards. They finally admitted it.
Emma was more spontaneous than me. I walked out like a legal citizen.
I thought go hard or go home. Huh? Do you know what I mean? I said go hard or go home.
You said I'm gonna make sure these motherfuckers remember me for the rest of their days.
My husband cheated on me and I wanted something in common with him. So a mugshot was the way to go.
Right.
There are easier way to go. Well, we know that now. It's been It's been a long ride. No, and we are joking before anyone fucking takes what we're saying seriously, because I know there will be people in there. Oh my god, you should have heard what they were saying.
They were laughing about being deported. Why did she get
I went
arrested?
hard and then got sent. I did, yeah. I said, too pretty for prison. Why did I get arrested? I'm not really supposed to talk about it yet because it's an ongoing case.
Yeah, we're going to keep that private, guys. But
Mate, when I can tell a story, I'll be singing it from the rooftops so I can collect my money. Don't you worry. You will get the exclusive.
gosh,
But I was married to a criminal, so let's do some maths here.
I said, Emma, Emma, before we make a big deal, we are going to kick you out of the country, sister.
Literally, you need to go. You need to leave. It's my big fault. It was my own mouth's fault. I told them that I did a TV show. I was nervous and talking too much, okay? I would make a shit criminal, let me tell you that. I was singing like a canary in there.
You remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in the court of law.
Immigration. No, it was actually, well, many people reported me to immigration, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Like trolls and stuff. Baby, I'm a criminal. It's Emma's fault now. Our trolls will be confused on who to blame. I like to play Rage Bait. It's my favourite game sometimes. Because people take what I say deadly serious. So there'll be a headline tomorrow. She finally admitted that she wrote to her husband for a green card. Like,
people don't realize I don't need a green card. I really don't. And obviously, even if people like, as long as you don't violate your Reddit and tattle, I don't know these stuff. I'm too young for this.
I didn't think that tattle was still a thing. I thought the owner of that website got arrested and charged. I don't know. I can't look at them because I would literally go mental, I think, if I read what people thought about me. I don't think I could handle it. I'd want to prove the world wrong, so I just don't look at it. Ignorance is bliss. It's back now. Oh my god. So they're basically websites, if you've never heard of them, that people gather like on anonymous profiles and then they talk about people that they watch on the internet. Like there's probably a forum on you actually on Reddit. Probably. You're probably a thread by now.
That's why my ears have been burning, maybe.
For real.
Thank you, Claire.
It's back now. Honestly, it should be banned. Like, it's full of sad adults. Yeah. So strange. It's a strange concept.
There are some concepts and some beliefs and some stuff that just my brain don't comprehend. They can't, like, the connections don't connect. And I don't know. It's never going to work for me.
What a strange thing to do. And this is my argument, is these people sit down and they write about all these other people and the ins and outs of their life. But are you not just as strange for sitting down being the one writing about them? Like, it's so strange. So strange.
Actually, tell a lie. I remember, do you know in Google when you search something up, right? There's always a forum from Reddit. And I remember clicking it on there and it said, you need to provide your age or something. And it was only about, I can't remember what it was about. But I'm thinking, what is this thing? And I never ever I've just seen that people share their business. Like people anonymously talk about their business on Reddit and then they expect people to give them advice, I think.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. It's very strange.
Oh, I remember why I went on Reddit. It was because of my law degree. There was something I kept searching about how they calculate the final grade. And I couldn't find it. It wasn't letting me go on because it was saying I was too young or something. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out how they calculate the final grade for your law degree.
Reddit can be super useful. It's a shame it's used for hate.
I think everything is used for hate at this point. Who? Tommy, I'm 31. I am 31, about to be 32. Gosh, am I that old?
Far too much free time, for real.
Ah, Brie.
I would never.
Sorry, because I still act like a child, you know.
AI is definitely scary. I always look at things and think, is that AI or is that real?
Thank you, Lauren. Honestly, guys, look at the Botox it's going. I need to get my Botox back up, topped up.
I need to do mine as well. I need to order them. I need to order the product in. I'm super tired, but I can never sleep. Grief brings in insomnia.
Oh, honey. No, I'm not practicing law. I stopped everything. I want to go back. I need to get back to it, though. I need to get back to it.
I need everything. Everything in the States is very expensive, though, when it comes to that, isn't it? Like Botox, lips, aesthetics, nails.
I've been locked up in the house.
Well, especially with people recognizing you, that's a bit wild.
Oh, thank you. I'm very good at arguing. James used to call me a prosecutor.
They used to argue like in a courthouse.
Chris Sarge, I want you to explain this to me. What is this $11 a unit? Because we don't do it that way. And do you understand that, Emma? How they do
Yeah.
Botox, which is per unit. I just
Yeah.
ask top me up, like fill my forehead up and Botox, and I don't know how many units I have.
We normally do ours by area,
Yeah.
not by units. Dysport. Kale had Dysport. It is very expensive, and if you go cheap, it could be even more terrible, you know. But the thing about that is it's not really hard to get Botox wrong unless you freeze the wrong place.
Yeah, or you can get that the overlap.
Yeah.
That's my
Or the
biggest fear.
product. There's different filler, there's different products of filler.
Oh. Yeah, James had the lawyer. The best lawyer ever. He's like incredible.
Who is the guy that Kim K just paid his bond?
Glossip, he is a crazy case. There was a lot in his case that I think there was like I can't remember what his case was. My memory's so bad. Something happened in his case in this trial that got him exonerated.
I've
No,
seen
a retrial. That got him a retrial.
I've seen very mixed emotions on him getting that.
Yeah. Yeah, because him and Murdo got their trials overturned the same week as well. So two white men. And you know what's so crazy? People cuss me out. You know, his wife was a death penalty advocate. That's how she met him.
Did you reach out to Kim?
Yeah, we did, but I believe, like we reached out with her team, but I believe because she was traveling at the time, I don't know what happened in the process of that. I'll be honest, I didn't. I remember we were told that they were in communication, but I don't know what happened.
She probably has so many people reaching out, doesn't she?
Yeah, a lot. Thank you, Donna.
Plus, it's probably not even her that ever
No, it's not her.
responds to anything. It's her team, I imagine.
You go through all her team. That's one thing for sure, is that she does not deal with anything. It's her team that deals with everything, because we were speaking to her team.
Non-judgmental Albanian. That's so sweet.
Yeah, because Pennsylvania, if anybody knows, Nick Yaris is from Pennsylvania, who I call my godfather. He was exonerated from death row after 22 years. And his case was crazy, so I'm glad that Pennsylvania have stopped it. Pennsylvania sounds like a vampire place.
It's like I'm trying to do the maths in my head, and I'm still trying to think: would it be cheaper to keep them in prison for the rest of their life, or is it cheaper to in their? I'm trying to think like in their head. It's probably cheaper to keep them alive, isn't it, than pay the 1.3 mil? They can't even say that.
That's 1.3 mil plus all the years that they've been paying for. They pay for but this is the thing, they pay for everybody regardless. But that's what I'm saying. What I was saying earlier, Emma, was right. What's the point of killing them if they're still locked up? It's not like they're gonna come out. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're still locked up regardless. So saying, oh, they're a future dangerousness, okay, but they're not coming out, you know? So what's the point of killing them?
I think maybe there should be a new 1.3 million for the injection. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
The injection costs 1.3 million because it's not easy to get hold of.
When I tell you, I am never gonna stop.
I always think as well, because I've been thinking about this part of it. The company that disperse these medications, are you technically not committing a crime? Like you are dealing a drug that's going to revive somebody.
So they have, like, remember, they're called compound pharmaceuticals. And that's how they manage to legally get the injection, but they don't even have expiry dates. They don't even have proper expiry dates. Oh, hi, Josh.
Hi, Tiana and Emma. I'm glad my good friend made us smile and laugh.
You know what?
Hey.
It's crazy because people say a future dangerous to other people and general population and CEOs. When I tell you, I have seen some crazy stuff. I've even seen CEOs post and beat up inmates for the sake of just beating them up, not because like you don't even understand. It's crazy. Like when I tell you future dangerousness doesn't make sense, it doesn't, because there's worse people in general population. Worse. Some CEOs are reckless.
I wonder if there was like a separate facility made for people that they would have formally put on the death row, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Like, still, if you think like they're the most dangerous of the dangerous, have them all in the same facility somewhere. I don't know.
So do you know what it is? Yeah, they the Polensky unit and every other DR, they are the death row inmates are housed in the solitary confinement pod with the other guys from general population who is in solitary confinement.
Yes.
So it's like they don't have, people think that there's a specific place just for death row and it's like it looks gloomy and scary, and no, they're just same pods, same stuff, just because they're not allowed out individually by themselves.
Man.
Nothing different.
It makes me laugh that they've got people like, I'm pretty sure it's Escobar, isn't it? He's in Feds. He was in the same facility as one of the other girls' husband, and every time somebody moves, like he moves on his own in that unit. It's costing him like millions of dollars to keep him. You would think that somebody would like that, people would say death row, but they don't, because this Pablo Escobar is a famous drug dealer. But you lot don't say he's a monster, do you? And he's probably taken more lives than probably a whole wing of people put together. It always amazes me where people's morals like stop and start. I wonder what James's plans were if he came out. I seen the vision board. There was plans.
Plans of a house, plans to serve the Lord.
It's not Escobar. Who the fuck is it? Who's in? I'm gonna have to text her. I don't want to say her name online. Who the bloody hell is that famous drug dealer? He's in the feds.
It doesn't go on morals, but they use emotion and morals in order to convict somebody. Pablo. They're saying that Esca. I don't even know about these people.
I said Pablo, but somebody said he's died. I can't remember the name of it. All I know is that when
there's so many Pablo Escobars, like it runs in the like the family, the name runs or something. I don't know.
Colorado, yes, that is exact. Yes, Brandy, you probably might know the girl. She's a prison wife, or UK prison wife. Her husband is in the same facility, and that's how she was saying when they move him, like he moves by himself. They don't let any of the other inmates move around.
Josh says Supermax Colorado.
El Chapo, that's it.
El Chapo, there we go. Thank you, guys.
El Chapo is in Colorado, yeah.
I don't know some.
And the way that it takes the staff in and everything to move him around is crazy. But nobody ever said, oh, death row him, he's crazy dangerous. People, I swear, pick and choose.
Do you know the death toll in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice right now is crazy? Like people just keep dying in the prisons, and and they don't even get, and families don't even get proper explanations of why they died. The majority of the time, they rule them as suicide.
I know that there was a lady in Michigan who died last week. I think there's only one female facility in Michigan, and they have black mold, and she died from that.
Oh Jesus, that's crazy! Look at this rundown eagle. Rundown eagle.
Do you know what? I love when people say, oh, joint enterprise. I wonder what would happen if you had a family member that had got into a situation where they didn't mean to be there, wrong place, wrong time. Would you still scream it then?
Let me tell you, Albanians will pay thousands to ensure. I've seen it. Albanians know. One thing about Albanians, they will pay money to that police officer and to that judge to ensure that they don't get into prison. I know this for a fact.
Funny, isn't it? It's like a known thing as well. The Albos run London when it comes to that kind of stuff. So you lot really make sure your hands are clean before you go pointing the fingers. Fucking hell.
And this is the funny thing is, yeah, it has to be the prosecutor that has to request joint enterprise, by the way, just to let you know. And he didn't request it. He said he was never going to request it. So it's too late. It's too late.
Like that. All it takes is wrong time, wrong place. That's what I always say to people. Like, I always think you should give grace in a situation where that could be you. Everybody's a paycheck away from being freaking broke. Everybody's one wrong move from being in trouble. I don't know. It's ignorance, is it? People don't want to learn about something that they don't think that they need to know about.
Do they not have a reason why not to request it? Is that the death penalty, you mean? If you mean the death penalty, it's called mitigation. So it is called mitigation circumstances, where they give the reasons to the jury why anybody should not be. There we go. Anyone can be. Thank you, Josh. Anybody can be falsely convicted even when no crime occurred. I know that person. Mm-hmm. Josh has an incredible story. Josh has an incredible story.
Yeah, all one mistake away. It can happen to them. Listen, I'm a regular schmegular person. I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I landed myself in the jail cell for 4 days.
I have never heard that. I'll never say boo to a goose. I'm going to use
that. Boo to a goose. But look at me. I've got my own mugshot.
James would have laughed if he heard that. He loved these English sayings.
Boo to a goose. One decision from being in the wrong place in the wrong time.
I remember James used to say to me, if I ever come home, if I ever come home, I'm happy to just stay at home, you know. He was like, I will work from home and just, I can't trust nobody.
I can't even imagine how terrifying that really is for somebody to grow up incarcerated and then you're thrust back into the real world. Like,
Someone said, "Isn't it boo to a ghost and not a goose?" Haha, but
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I've always said boo to a goose.
I wouldn't say boo to a ghost. Boy, I sometimes put fear to my own self. It's goose. Oh, it makes sense, the ghost thing as well, though.
Yeah, the ghost thing is making sense, but I've always said goose, boo to a goose.
Boo to a goose. What are my plans now? I don't know. Wake up tomorrow morning, God willing.
Every day at a time, I guess. Clearing his name.
Do you know what's so crazy? I put the Fenty skin tint on. Please, it's too pale.
Oh no.
Luckily, I bought the Dior Backstage foundation. I love that foundation, but I don't really wear foundation, so I know that's gonna last me a while.
Did you buy it from Sephora?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you still got the receipt? Or a digital receipt?
Not the Fenty. I had the Fenty for a long time now, so I don't care about the Fenty. But
I was going to say, Sephora, I didn't realise, I don't know if it's just in America or it's in the UK as well, but their policies on returning foundation and stuff is so good. I bought the wrong shade of one once and I could take it back and get a different one, even though I'd opened it and used it. I was like, well, damn.
they said to me, because when I went to get the Dior Backstage, because it's very hard to get the Dior Backstage in the UK now, they've pretty much discontinued it, and they said to me, get this one, because they didn't have a tester, and they said as long as you use it only once, you can return it. And I was like, wow, return it. I said, in the UK, you open the seal and that's it. It's game over.
Yeah, literally, it's yours for life. Even perfumes in Sephora in America, I could take back and change if I decided I didn't like it. I think you're only allowed to do so many of them returns, though. Like, you can't keep doing it all, or they block you from doing them.
You just want to know why I like him, why I like my husband, because he was an incredible person. That man was incredible.
They said, yeah. Vinted in that case.
So stupid. No, it doesn't matter now. But like, I just realized, because the House of Labs, but I gifted it to somebody, the House of Labs foundation. Completely forgot you could return it.
Your picture would be on the front of the newspaper. Literally, it's crazy. What? I was on the front. I was on the news. The newspaper.
You're talking to two people that have been on the...
Girl, I've been on national TV, the Tamron Hall show. I was arrested. My mugshot was everywhere. We heard about Emerald. Yeah, this is not my first rodeo.
That's okay. Emma, did you have blonde hair?
That's one thing that I haven't done.
I'm originally blonde.
I've not done blonde hair.
I just prefer looking brunette.
Oh, Kirsty, I thought you were talking about something completely different. Will more seasons come out? No. I wouldn't do any more seasons.
Emma's a superstar here in the US.
For the wrong reasons. I'm just a girl. Didn't mean to offend anybody. Sorry, guys.
Can you imagine? I didn't mean to offend anybody, but I offended.
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody in the US.
But it happened.
Oh, God. I laugh about it because I think it's my coping mechanism. Okay, guys?
Go on.
Do it makes you happy. Got to do it for the plot.
We had a nice movie night. Can you believe it? This little child was on FaceTime to her friends, on a group FaceTime for a good 2 hours. And I said to myself, wow, is this what life has come to?
Do you know what's so funny? Jackie put that as her story the other day, saying, is this what kids do? Like, I can always hear somebody on FaceTime in my house.
I had to tell her a couple of times, stop walking around the house with the camera on. Like,
So, do you know what? I'm so glad that I did not have social media when I was that young.
Me too. Like sis has a very good social life. They have group chats. I'm being nosy. I'm just looking at all her WhatsApp and
Do you know whose case I watched again today on Netflix? Because I never watched it through to through. That Vicky White and Casey White case. Find yourself another inmate, Talim.
nah, Leo, I'm leaving the inmates for you, sir.
Leave them to me. How about that?
You look like somebody that the inmates would love to devour. They will snatch you. They will snatch you in seconds.
Caitlin, that case is insane. Hear me out. I think... No, I don't think, actually, because the pew-pew was found in her stairwell, but I always think that he pew-pewed her before he got pulled out that...
Am I gonna watch it? I don't know. I don't want to lie to nobody, but
But that case is so crazy.
have you not realized, guys? There's so many cases, so many cases. Tony, please, brother, watch yourself. I am not.
Donna, yes. I have seen The Crash. Have you seen it yet? Did you watch it yet?
The only thing I've watched on Netflix so far, and I don't know why I did that, I watched this Desi Bling. You know, like they've got the Dubai Bling and all these blings.
Yeah.
I watched the Desi Bling, right? And I was like, what is this craziness?
The Crash is really good. Apparently, though, I've done some more deep diving into it. They left a lot of the key information out on the Netflix documentary, like the fact that she did a test run of that run. Insane.
They never do, though. They never do. This is the whole point. They really want to make it exciting for people to see what they want to see.
Plus, the girl, it was her name, Aubrey Graham. She released a statement, I think it was like yesterday or the day before. She put it on her story to say, like, I did 8 hours worth of filming. All they are trying to do is basically make me look like the crazy friend. Like, they edited out where she had asked them, don't bring up my social media, don't tell them that I'm on social media, and they still did. Like, they definitely, I think, edited it to make her friends and her parents look a bit cuckoo crazy.
But
yeah, she did a test run.
People don't realize, that's why you need a lot of, when it comes to Netflix and all this stuff, you need a lot of legal support.
She did the same run 3 days prior.
That's crazy. Why am I yawning like a maniac?
Plus, I really don't know how she can say I didn't do anything, because she says that she can't remember anything. So what is it? You either remember, because you can't say that you technically didn't do anything if you don't remember, if that makes sense.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Nobody will ever find out the true thing of the true facts of the case. The only people that will ever know what really happened are the people in there.
One of her cellies came out as well and said she celled up with her on one of her first nights and asked her what she was in for, and she said, oh, you know, I've unalived 2 people, but I'm still here, and kind of laughed about it. Like, everyone in there thinks she's cuckoo crazy. Plus, it's not going to help her parole. I don't think she won't ever make her first parole, but these people coming out on the internet that were in prison with her and not helping her case, because she's done a lot of misdemeanors. Like, she's had relationships and stuff like that, sexual relationships, etc. Crazy. You should watch it. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it.
Very interesting. But apparently the documentary on Hulu is better.
If she admits it, Like if she openly admits it to a judge. Did she openly admit it to a judge, or is it just the
No, they got is it called the ballistics of the car, and they could see that upon impact and like 3 seconds before, I think it was, her foot was on the accelerator 100%. So she never took her foot off the accelerator, never tried to press the brake.
I remember that case. I remember watching
Yeah.
the case.
Mm-hmm.
Trial.
2 lives. They've just done the Netflix documentary of her.
Oh.
She claims she can't remember. Exactly. So how can you say that you didn't do anything if you don't actually remember? Because you might have got your foot stuck. You were wearing a flip-flop. Like do you know what I mean? But you don't, you said you don't remember. So how can you say that nothing happened? The black box. I don't know what it's called.
Unless you were fully drunk. Like, come on. Or you were driving. No, but no, because at the end of the
because
day,
they did. They ran her.
that's what I'm
They
saying.
ran her for. I think they ran her for THC, alcohol, and mushrooms because that was what was in the car.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying when people say, "Oh, how can the car go so fast?" You need to put pressure on it.
After watching it, I think where she's threatened to do it the week before, I think the boyfriend was very skeptical about being in a car with her, and I would imagine that that's why the friend was in the back. I reckon the friend said, "Come with me. I don't feel safe. She's not going to do anything if you're in the car." That's my take on it.
Yeah, Josh just said that there was documented medical issues on her.
She had POTS apparently.
Oh.
But she was heard by, I think it was Dom's dad that testified that she was heard on the phone saying, like, I will take this car off the road with all of us in it, like, before the actual incident happened. But yeah, crazy. She had a residue of broccoli. But if you can see how heavily she was a broccoli user, broccoli was always going to be in her system, regardless if she hadn't smoked maybe for a week. It stays in your system for months on your hair follicles. Her mum let her drive when she came out of hospital. What in the earth?
Yeah, to press that pedal is something different compared to your leg
Right?
flipping off. Like I'll never forget the worst thing I ever did was I was wearing these really tight, you know when like you wear these tight trainers, and they were hurting they were hurting the back of my foot, so I took it off whilst I was driving.
Oh
I
no.
told you my foot slipped. I said no, 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 no.
What also doesn't get me is if you're POTS or whatever it was and you passed out, surely that would take the involuntary movement away from you, so you would involuntarily release the gas pedal. No, I don't know.
Yeah, generally, unless you put your whole weight on the pedal, but still.
Right. And to be fair, they did paint quite a good picture of her personality. And they shared some of the text messages between them, and you can clearly see like they were in he was trying to leave or had tried to leave quite a few times, and she was not having it basically.
She said it's me or nobody else.
Literally. Do you guys hear about the execution that was just stopped today because they couldn't find a vein? Got a whole year reprieve.
Good on him. She also renewed her license after the accident, saying she had no medical conditions. Apparently now you have to report to DVLA if you have ADHD.
Shut up.
I heard about it.
I suppose because you supposedly can't keep focus when you've got ADHD. Yeah, that case was crazy. I saw the TMZ. I don't know if you guys have seen today. TMZ did an interview with the dad because he's obviously been let go from his job. and he can't even make eye contact with the camera. Like half the time he's speaking, for the whole 3 minutes his eyes are closed. It's really weird. Like, it was a very strange interview. Yeah, Donna's in it. Very strange, the whole thing. I was very much into the Casey and Vicky White case today. That was so interesting.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something.
Oh, God.
No, it's not bad. No, I'll tell you after. It's so funny.
What did they do? Casey White was incarcerated in Alabama, and Vicky White was the head of the prison where he was, and they started communicating. She had a fake number that she was having phone calls with him with, and then she helped him escape from prison. He was out. They managed to stay on the run for 11 days. Then the police found them in Indiana and found the car and rammed them into a ditch. He survived and is obviously back incarcerated, but she died of a gunshot wound.
I was literally going to say they're the new Bonnie and Clyde.
Literally.
I was literally going to say that. Because it sounds like, they actually sound like the story of Bonnie and Clyde.
Literally.
People try to call me Bonnie and Clyde yesterday.
Oh my God.
I think not the best one, but the funniest one I ever received was I got the name of Angela from Power. Have you guys seen the HBO Jinx? That was good. Crazy guy. Do we have HBO in London? I don't think we do.
I don't think we do, though.
We don't have HBO, Josh.
Your guys is like true crime and that kind of stuff is way more up to par than ours. Even our Hulu's not the same. It's really irritating. We don't get the same shows as you guys do. Same as Netflix. We don't get the same.
I love it out there. Hulu, HBO. What's the other one? Hey You. No, what was the other one I loved? Can't remember. There was another one.
I love a bit of WeTV. I'm sorry, guys. Love a bit of WeTV. Love a little bit of Love After Lockup.
We love our little Fire Stick with all our little channels in there.
TV is the way to go. Oh, hang on. I got to drop. Phone call.
Oh no. And she goes. Do you know what I love about American shows? The reality, like the court ones. Why do Americans love to record funny court cases? Like, do you know the ones that are, my baby daddy stole my money from my back pocket and I need it to be compensated. Oh. And then the DNA court. Oh my God, why did I binge watch the DNA court? Guys, am I getting grey hair? Jesus, the stress. Honestly, do you know what I would do? I would literally find a day where I'll turn on the DNA court and then I would get my what is that ice cream? How can I forget the name of the ice cream? My favorite gelato ice cream in America, and they don't do it here, which annoys me. You guys would know the ice cream that comes. Hey Hugo, that you can get it in layers, and I get the chocolate mint chip, and it's like it comes with a mint gelato. Here we go, me talking about food again. Mint gelato, brownie, and then it's like the chocolate chip, and then what is that? Sorry guys, I'm always talking. Not Ben and Jerry's. Oh, apparently it's bougie ice cream. Guys, do you know what I'm talking about? I'm always talking about food on here. No, not Hagen Days. Let me find it for you guys. You can only get it in America. Like, you can get only the gelato in a tub, or what you can get is you can get the layered ones, which, like, yeah, hold on. And you can only get it in Target. Nope, not Baskin. Hold on, layered ice cream, chocolate mint. Yeah, it is. Hold on. You can only get it in Target and some other places. Target. It's my favorite ice cream. Oh, Talenti. This, guys, the Talenti gelato mint fudge cookie. Look at this, guys. Look at this. And then it comes in layers. So you get the mint gelato. Stupidness. You get the chocolate chip at the bottom. You get the ice cream. Then you get the brownie, and then you get the ice. That Talenti ice cream, Talenti gelato. Oh, and it's like $5, but it's worth the $5. I'm not even gonna lie. Talenti is the best. And then you can get the layered salted caramel truffle one. Listen, I haven't tried this one. So you can see, look, it comes with like the chocolate, then it comes with the gelato, the caramel, the chocolate chip, and the gelato on top. It's incredible. I don't share that. That's one thing I don't share with people. If they can bring that in the UK, oh my God, the sea salt caramel. See? People know the Talenti gelato. Josh, when I come and see you and the family, the first place I want to come with you guys to is to go get the Talenti, and then we can go Bucky's. My dad. Guys, I'm always speaking about, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm always speaking about food on there. I want my and then I want like 2 pounds of crawfish. Bucky's, but how do I explain Bucky's? Bucky's is a gas station, but a gas station that lasts for miles. Like, have you seen like 100 gas fill-ups? Nope, in one place. Well, this is the Dallas one. And then a massive store that just sells everything. Yes, a huge travel stop. Yeah. And you can find your mama, grandma, and your dad in there. Like, it's incredible. Yes, Bucky's. And you know what I miss? Chili's mozzarella, fried mozzarella dip. Oh. That reminds me of James, because he used to tell me, stop eating them because you keep getting stomach problems every time you have it. Very clean. Bucky's is, for a travel gas station stop, it is the most cleanest place I've ever seen in my life. And do you know what I love about gas stations in America? Every one of them come with a bathroom. You know you're going to get a bathroom in there. I've been traveling to America so much. I know, and especially Texas. I know it. I should just really live there, to be honest, because I know that place like the back of my hand. You know when you don't use Google Maps anymore to travel around Texas. You know Texas well. You know the interstates, you know the highways. And guess what? My coolest skill is I can drive from Arkansas to Texas without no navigation. And I think that's cool for somebody like me. definitely, Tony, it's definitely better than England. The last trip I was there was 3 months. Well, nearly 3 months. I know New York like the back of my hand. Maybe. What's a roadrunner? Is a roadrunner a bad or good thing? Trust me. I have traveled everywhere. From the East Coast to the South Coast, to the Southerns, to the West Coast. And I used to do it all by myself. I've used the Amtrak, I've used the Greyhound, I've driven, I've used the planes. I would either stay in an Airbnb, or I would stay with like James's family, or I would stay with my people. Yeah. Or a hotel. I'm genuinely, I love to travel. Like, me and traveling, and I like to enjoy every moment of my travels. Like, I make use of every single day. I love exploring. I'm a solo traveler. I love to travel. No, I don't find it difficult to drive on the other side of the road. I don't find it difficult to drive both sides. But I'll be honest with you, I've driven more on the American side than I've driven the UK side. So sometimes maybe when I get back to the UK, I forget. I think the only thing that sometimes I struggle with is remembering what side of the road I'm supposed to be in. But I remember very quickly. Oh, I wish I had known you. We're outside the courthouse that day. I had known to meet you. Yeah. That is so cool. Milwaukee to California. My first ever proper drive, the first ever long distance drive I'd done was LA to Palm Springs to Tucson, Arizona. And then I had taken an Amtrak from Chicago down to Texas before. And then I would drive from Arkansas to Texas, or I would drive Texarkana to Louisiana, Shreveport. I've done a lot of driving. I should have just been a truck driver. Thank you. Chicago was interesting. I feel like Chicago is a smaller version of New York. Josh, that is not fair. Josh, you literally just passed us all. Oh, Tommy. Thank you. No, that's okay, Jessie. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know, I should just be... truck drivers are incredible people. You guys, I'm not even going to lie. Truck drivers in America, I salute you. Like... And do you know what I find so interesting? That some truck drivers just decide to live in their truck because they're on the road so much that they might as well live in their truck. Oh, I'm getting a pimple. Guys, how do I end up on live past midnight? That's wild. Yeah. Truck drivers are cool. I want to travel more. Do you know what I wanted to do? I want to do the northeast, southwest. I want to do the west coast, but start from San Francisco and go down. That's the drive I want to do in a nice Dodge convertible. I'm not in the US, actually. I'm back to the UK. Guys, when I tell you I want to go to the Yosemite National Park, that's where the Yellowstone volcano is, right? I'm not sure. When I tell you, I swear the Yellowstone volcanoes and the Yosemite National Park, that is my dream, to go to the Yellowstone volcano. I have one cool fact about me. Maybe it's boring and nerdy. I have an obsession with volcanoes. Oh. Yeah, I have an obsession, like volcanoes, but not only volcanoes. I have an obsession. Not an Emir, take care of yourself. I have an obsession with natural disasters. So like earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, tornadoes, hurricanes. Like when I mean, even though I failed geography in school, I love going to the Natural History Museum. When you mean background, what does that mean? Because in England it means something different. Oh, Ashley, yes, let's go. Oh, Kosovo. Yes, I did do the 9/11 museum. I'm not even gonna lie. Is it just me? Or maybe, I don't know. I'm an intuitional, yeah, James was like that too. Oh, James and we would research all this stuff. Yeah, James was the biggest nerd you would have met in your whole entire life. Like I used to tell people, don't be confused by the tattoos and his little sweet, beautiful looks. That guy was a nerd. Yeah. Whoever's gone to see the 9/11 memorial place, right? Is it just me? Because I'm very like sensitive to like atmospheres and stuff like that. And I will never forget the first time I went to see the 9/11 memorial, my body shivered. Like you could feel this energy, I don't know what it is. Like it was, you knew obviously a tragedy happened, but like you could feel it. I'm a Leo. Every time I go to New York, I always visit the 9/11. Yeah, I was able to take James with me. Yeah, every time I've been to New York, I would visit, but it's so annoying because this time I was in New York for 2 days and a half, and I wasn't even, I don't know, my mind wasn't anywhere to be able to do anything. I'm doing okay. Not gonna lie, guys, America's got some beautiful places, like beautiful, beautiful places. I was so jealous. My friend called me yesterday and he was like, oh, I'm in Venice Beach. Don't be telling me stuff like that unless you're about to book my ticket back to Venice Beach. Honey, I couldn't even tell you about London, what must see places are like. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Buckingham Palace. Let me tell you something, yeah. When I studied in New York, I very quickly learnt you do not go near the black trash bags. You do not go near the black trash bags. If you are in New York and you see a pile of trash bags on the road, you walk as far as away as you can, or you will not be alone. You will have little friends that will follow you. Don't go anywhere near. No, I haven't been to the Niagara Falls. That's another place. Do you know what? I think once I feel a bit more better with this whole situation, I want to write a list of places I want to go to. But right now, I'll be honest with you, send me back to my parents in Dallas. That's where I want to go. Right now, I just want to go back to my lovely adopted parents in Dallas and just leave me there. Little friends, they're called rats. The rats of New York. Anybody that knows about New York, they know about their neighborhood of rats. The other citizens. You've got different gangs in New York. You've got NYPD, you've got the Rat Nation, and then you've got the people. Oh, and the raccoons. Yep. You have different gangs in New York. I call them the Rat Nation. Stuart Little. Oh no, honey, they are rats. Yep, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? You definitely know. I stayed in Harlem at one point. I was in Harlem right next to Grand Central Station. Grand Central Station, that is so flipping crazy that I just said that. Next to the Central Park. And literally, honey, I've got a video of rats, literally a pile of rats just flipping. They had a circus going on. I wish I can show you the video. It's on my phone, on the phone here. Oh, yeah. Oj vjolt, oj tjuche. Så är dis på rem shellegoyen. No, I love New York. I'm telling you, every time I've flown to America, I've always stopped in. I've been to New York twice this year. I've been to New York. No. Yeah, twice this year. 4 times last year. The year before that, 2 times. The year before that, that's in 2022, I studied there. I spent a lot of time. And then actually, I did end up staying in Brooklyn. I had an apartment in Brooklyn for a little bit as well. I have visited Brooklyn. I'm not even going to lie. I've visited Brooklyn and it was incredible. I stayed in a student accommodation in Brooklyn at one point. I love Brooklyn. I love New York in general. I've even been to the Bronx. Like, I love it. I've been to a street party in the Bronx. There was one point I spent a lot of time in New York. And then I moved to Queens. I moved to Flushing in Queens. Because I got fed up with downtown. Ani ojteze, ani faleminderit shumë, Zoti të rujt familjen e kejta që I ki. Yeah. I love my New Yorkers. Faleminderit ojteze, faleminderit. Bani 2 rakat për mu, falo pak. Inshallah amrun Zoti. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Inshallah مرزات inshallah shkon segjade e qiti ato falje që aty me kry me ball. Po bre, shka me buhaj. Qështo. Donna, I have to. Donna, you know us Albanians. Donna, you know us Albanians. I love to. Oh, jo, po kur me gjetë, po let është me gjetë. Po me gjetën që shduhet nuk është let. Që shtu ka një herë do Bajrama, do Rustema, do Alberta, po kur po janë fare presht, s'ki shka ban mo. S'ki shka i ban fare presht. Heq, valla son s'ki shka i ban. Guys, I need to do an Albanian live. I miss... I need to do an Albanian live soon. Should I do an Albanian live tomorrow? Guys, please tell me, yeah? Tell me this, right? The party in the Bronx, right? It was so cool because at the time, no, I didn't do one in Albanian. I did a live last night, but I haven't done an Albanian one since like Sunday. Thank you so much, Christy. Really? Ah, Josh, I should have taught the family how to speak some Albanian stuff. The block parties were cool. It was a baby shower. No, it was Father's Day, and then there was a baby shower, and it was like they were Puerto Ricans, and it was a mixture, but it was predominantly Puerto Rican. I'm not gonna lie, I knew that my pale white ass did not belong there, but I had the best time of my life. Like everybody was laughing because they could see how fascinated I was, and honestly, it was so cool. There was like literally, please tell me why there was a full-sized pig in a box being cooked, and it was just so fun. The kids were running, it was incredible. The Latino community in the Bronx is so cool. I'll be honest with you. They're hilarious. And then there was the baby shower. No, Emma, I didn't see them, sorry. And then I went to the Dominican parade. It's always on my birthday. The Dominican parade. And then I went to the Puerto Rican parade. I've lived my best life. Like, people don't understand. I lived my best life. I just wish my husband was alive and he was free, because we would have had so much fun. Like, we were both those kind of people. I think she got a phone call. We were those kind of people that we just wanted to have fun. Guys, please tell me. I didn't know about Dominican music until Yes, I was in the UK, yeah. I am in the UK. I never knew about Dominican music until I went to New York. But yeah. I've always been that kind of person that I like to be in the culture of somebody. Like, whatever country you're from, throw me right in. Would you share how James was chosen for your case study originally? See? Do you know what? He wasn't even specifically chosen. Like I said, I kind of just wanted somebody that looked normal, wasn't too old, wasn't too young. And do you know what's crazy? I genuinely was looking for somebody that the chances of the guy thinking that it's going to be romantic was very low. And that's why I picked James. I genuinely was trying to find somebody that the person wouldn't look at me. Yeah, it was 100% written. Like, if I wanted a romantic relationship, best believe I would have known who to contact. Like, it's not hard. It was like, I was predominantly like, I don't want the guy to think that I'm talking to him for romantic reasons, or like I want to keep like, or he's a weird, or like he's too old, or I was being very specific. And for some, like I went through so many profiles and I was like, like something was just telling me no. And then when I came across James's profile, I went back to his profile about 3 times. Like I saw his profile and I thought, let me just keep on going. And he just kept sticking back into my mind. Like genuinely, he just kept sticking out to me. But I was so specific about making sure I would contact somebody. Was he really receptive to help you? Yeah, like he was so upset that I chose to drop out of my masters, like because James was the kind of guy that would help you with anything. Like if you asked for help, he would find a way for you. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. When people try and make it out like, oh, I went on there to find somebody, I never did. I genuinely like. I went through so many profiles and I was like, I don't want anybody to think that I'm on there to be romantic with them. I have no interest. But James is like I said, I went back to his profile. Oh, Brittany. Oh, thank you. I'm jealous. I want peach cobbler. Don't get me started because I just stopped speaking about food, honestly. And people are going to be like, this girl's starting again on her food. Yeah, so I remember I saw his profile and I just carried on looking at other profiles and then something kept making me go back to his profile. But and he had opened, so on Write a Prisoner it tells you how long they've been on the profile, like when was the profile created. And James had oh I get scared of this stuff, Emma, by the way. If it's my husband, he better stay there. His arm better stay there. But yeah. And I remember when I first messaged James, right? When I first messaged James was very clear. He was like, listen, I don't want a relationship. If you've messaged me for a relationship, I don't want it. And I said, boy, I don't want one either. Little did we know. 3 months later, we're sitting there crying to each other. And you know, James, yeah, fun fact. Well, I think it's a fun fact. You know that so when James started catching feelings in a way, he prayed about me. He prayed and he prayed and he prayed. Because he kind of like was in denial that he had feelings for me. And that he didn't want a relationship and I didn't want a relationship. Because Texas have to upkeep this reputation that they are. Yeah. 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 I was his crazy Albanian. That's what he used to call me. Tasmanian tea, crazy Albanian. Stubborn head. Oh yeah, that man was. Let me tell you something. My husband, yeah, I don't care what people say about where he was. My husband was obsessed. Like I have never had a man that was so in awe with me. Like I'm not even gonna lie, yeah. If any female messaged him, he would have called me straight away and said, "Listen, this has happened," and he would read all the message, and I'll be like, "Oh, James, please, I don't have time for this." Like. And he's like, no, I want you to know. And he would just delete the message. He would delete them off his contacts. I would fly out to Houston every few weeks. So he would see me quite a lot. And then it would be like once a week I could see him. But then if when I would travel, I would always get a special visit because I lived far. So I would get to see him twice within the week for 4 hours each. Oh yeah, our visits. Do you know what? Two hours would go like 2 minutes. 4 hours would go like 4 minutes. That was my best friend. That was my best friend. All James and I, do you know what? It was crazy. Me and James used to say, all we needed is just a room with a sofa in it and music. And me and him, we would have we were the couple that enjoyed each other's company. Like, we didn't have to flirt and be romantic 24/7. We was just a couple that enjoyed each other's company. That's it. Like, sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes we used to say, like, I wish, like, we used to say, I wish we could just lay down in the sofa and not speak. Like, just because the presence used to be, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, like, we used to just be like, I wish we could just lay down on the sofa and just, like, we don't have to speak, just watch a movie. Like, something so simple as that. Because we genuinely just enjoyed each other's company. No, he hasn't. He hasn't come to my dreams yet. Boy, the day he does, oh my God, I know that I won't be on live that day. I love you, Queen. Don't give up. Don't give up. I love you, Queen. Don't. And then he died. His sense of humor. That potato had a good sense of humor. That big head, he had a fantastic sense of humor. I was his queen. Every time I'll pick up the phone, he'd be like, hey, Queen. I miss that. I miss him so much. Listen, guys, I've been in relationships before, yeah? And guys have told me, like, I've been told I love you. But James was the epitome of, I tell you I love you and I mean it and I show it. Oh, that's so beautiful. Like, yeah, I know, Arizona just had an execution. Yeah, I saw that. Leroy something. Yeah, James was the definition of I love you, I mean it, and I show it. That man. Like, whoever I've ever spoken to that knew James, what? They used to be like, do you realize how obsessed this man is with you? Like, every conversation, your name kept popping up. That man was a romantic. I used to tell him, James, freestyle. He actually wrote a poem about me. Because, you know, he wrote poems. He wrote one poem about me. It was crazy. I've said this before. James was so easy to submit to. Like, honestly, he was incredible. But he was a pain in the ass at times. You know, I used to square up to James and he used to just laugh and shake his head. When I mean, like, people don't understand yet because the people tried so hard to turn him into a psychopath, right? Oh yeah, Josh, 100%. I used to square up to him and see how he would act, and he would just laugh and shake his head. He would like, get your Yeah. I used to test his patience all the time. And I remember he used to just be like that all the time when I used to test his patience. And he'd be like, Lord, yeah, I'm back in the UK. He used to be like, Lord, is this what it is to have a wife? You need all the patience in the world. Yeah, he did pick my ring. I used to be annoyed. When I mean I annoyed this guy to the core, like I would tease him, I would prank him. And then I remember once, I would prank him so bad, right? And then I remember once he pranked me. I cried. Like, and then he was like, ha, I told you, don't be pranking me again. Like, he told me he got into trouble with one of the CEOs. And I don't know how the heck I believed it, because he never ever got into trouble in prison. Yeah, I still can't change them. Pardon me. That was my boo, my pookie, my caramel crumble cake. Yeah, there's pictures of him everywhere. The love of my life. Oh, Josh, you and that beautiful family of yours, mum and dad, you guys are about to make me come tomorrow. My boo. Thank you, Jenny. Your poor soul got taken away from us. Thank you. I miss my boy. I miss my boy. Yeah. Guys, I will never forget that day when they killed him. I will live and die, and I will never forget. I feel like, even, not even to sound exaggerating, but I feel like on my last breath, the last second of my life, I'm always gonna think about it and look like... Yeah, I was able to eat today. I had some McDonald's, and I had, bless my daughter, she made me some toast this morning. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, bless my girl. She's like, she wakes up extra early for me. She's learning to cook now. So she will wake up extra earlier than me, and she will make me toast and tea in the morning. She's like, Mommy, I want you to eat. Thank you, Brittany. No, I'm not in the US anymore. I'm not in the US. Yeah. Yeah. That girl is literally, I'll be honest with you, right? I always feel like God gave me my daughter for a reason. Because honestly, I don't know how I would have done it without her. like, not to be a negative person, but when people kept saying I neglected my daughter, I'm like, you guys have no idea. You guys have no idea. Oh yes. Oh yeah. She's the main reason for me to keep going. She's the main reason. She's 9. She is 9 years old. She's incredible. Hi. Yeah, she's 9 years old. She's hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. She is the funniest little girl. She's learned how to move her hips. Ah. Do you mind me asking when her birthday is? She's learned how to move her hips, so her hips don't lie anymore. She's very fashionable. She loves her makeup and her hair. Oh, what are the birthdays? My daughter's March 10th. March 8th. Oh. No, my daughter won't be 10 until next year, March. Gosh, we've got nearly are they considered preteens? They are. They're considered preteens, right? Oh. Guys, preteens is like, girl, don't get me started. Do not get me started. Oh yeah, you are the lucky one, honey. Even though she is the sweetest soul ever, that girl can go from so angelic to a beast. Oh yeah. Oh Josh, our daughters. What? I'm telling you now. Listen, it was... I can't even, I don't think I can ever describe it. I think it's undescribable what these girls go through. Like, I would sit down and question, like, was I like this? Like, there was one time I had to walk out the house. I literally had to walk out and give myself a timeout. Because I'm like, at this point, what do I do with you? Really? No, honey. No, honey. Like, I had to put myself on timeout because I had to calm myself down. And I think you guys know what I mean. Like, I had to take myself away from her peripheral and her presence because I couldn't handle it anymore. I want to say something funny, but I can't because I don't want people to take it wrong, right? You know, obviously, I don't smack her. I don't thank you. I don't smack her, right? But sometimes you gotta pretend. I was walking around with a wooden spoon at one point. I had to walk around with a wooden spoon. Kumbaya. Oh, no. Guys, I had to walk around the house with a wooden spoon. Oh, there we go. See? Guys, I had to walk around with a wooden spoon. I never touched her with it. But I had to walk around to show her, like, I still have power, baby. Like, I'm still strong. Like, but honestly, and please tell me, why are the school runs in the morning a whole war? Like, right? No, I put it in my back pocket, in my jeans. Guys, tell me, why is the mornings... Oh, listen. Why was she... I remember, was it a couple of days ago? She woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning to get ready for school. I must have fell asleep. I don't know how I fell asleep. I thought, let me just nap a little longer because she's going to go in the bathroom and brush her teeth and have a shower. Guys, tell me, I woke up at 8 a.m. She was still in the bathroom. I said to her, what are you doing? What have you done in the past hour? I used the toilet, I had a shower, and I brushed my teeth. I said it took 60 absolute minutes, thank you, to do that. 60 minutes. No, guys, I'm not made. I can't. I'm still too young. I'm literally still too young for this. That uniform, let me not even start with the uniform, because all of a sudden the skirt gets shorter and shorter by the days, and I definitely know she ain't got taller. So honestly, I'm gonna take her to her nunnery. I need to do my skin prep. Honey, you need to wash your face before. Do you know what she asked me? She said, can I put my skin prep and then get in the shower? I said, no, honey, you need to wash yourself for your skin prep. Like skin prep is so big for this girl that she wants to do it before she gets in the shower. For why? And she asked for road glazing milk. I'll get you Bioma. It's fine. It's cheap. Or you can use the full fat cow's milk. That's what you can use if you want glazing milk. It might be unfair to say that. Past midnight. It's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't believe time goes so fast. But no, ladies, honestly, right? A roll-on body glitter, right? I had stick-on nails. She's starting to ask about, can she get Gel-X? Is it Gel-X? I don't know. She wants fake nails. That's what she wants, extensions. And then she said, when can I start wearing mascara? And when can I this? And when can I that? And I'm like, sis, I don't even know my name right now. Please, I haven't even woken up. And then she cries like a baby. Like, I don't... Oh. Stop it. 5th grade? You would have been, what, 10? No. Please let her not see this. Right? Remember the iron on the ironing. Has anyone ever done that back in the day? The iron and the ironing board. Oh yeah, honey, the Albanian community, the Albanian rundown eagles were definitely judging me. Guys, how many times I've burnt myself on the ironing board? Like, and your neck, our neck are strong. Lay it down, and you never touch the root. Your root sometimes would be, if you, boy. No heat protectant spray. You just straighten that hair with an iron. You were giving yourself an iron palm. And then our daughters have Dysons and Remingtons and GHDs and... Oh, Caitlin. Guys, one thing I know is I was never made to be a son mum. I was never made to be a boy mum, you know. What? Even if we had them back in the day, I know for a fact that our parents would have looked at us and said no. Like, I definitely mine. Because it didn't make sense. But it would have been cheap. I know for a fact back in the day it would have been cheap. Oh, honey, she's got everything. This is her phone. This is her phone, honey. This is her phone. iPhone 14 Pro Max. Boy. I was pretending to be Annie. And Matilda. Hi, Zara. I was pretending to be Annie and Matilda, honey. My daughter does not know how to go to sleep without doing her skincare, playing. Oh, okay. See you later. Have a good night. My daughter, this is how her bedtime routine is that she created for herself. She needs peaceful spa music in the background, her galaxy light on, in pink, by the way, and she needs to do a skincare, and she needs to ensure that she sleeps in peace and tranquility. That's how that girl tucks herself in. Honestly, today she asked me for an eye mask, for an eye cover mask, sleep mask. And she said, let it be satin because of my eyelashes. Hi. She's 9, going into 19. I spoiled this girl so much, right, that she don't care about nobody else but herself. And sometimes it worries me. Like, she's sweet, she's super respectful. Super, super respectful. Oh, bless you, Caitlin. Super respectful, full of manners. But one thing about her, honestly, I told her, you're going to get a job. I don't care what happens. You need a job because I'm not financing this life. And she said to me, well, you work hard anyways because I know you make us good money. So you're going to be able to afford it. She said to me, it's been a while since I haven't traveled. I haven't been on a plane to watch movies in a while, Mum. I said, you're lucky you get on the bloody bus. Yeah, she did. She said to me, do you know what's so crazy? Because she talks to me a lot. And I took her to New York for Christmas a few years ago. And let me tell you this, yeah? We were sat down on the chairs. The whole 6.5 hours we was on that plane journey. Yeah, she did find out he passed away. The whole time that we was on that plane journey. What? Sis had her headphones on. Somehow she made friends with the air hostesses. I fell asleep majority of that flight. The only time she woke me up was to go use the bathroom. She had popcorn on her lap. I don't know what she had said to those air hostesses, but they were treating her like she was in business class. Like, every time I kept opening my eyes, yeah, she is bilingual. Every time I kept opening my eyes to check on her, sis had a different type of snack. And it wasn't the ones that we bought in duty free. It was ones that came from the air hostesses. And then she had these big headphones on and she's just watching movies. She watched Barbie. She watched all these different movies. Sis was living her best life. Her best life. I said to her, can I have the window seat? She goes, yeah, you can have it. I don't need to see the outside in the dark. I want to be watching my movies. I said, okay. All right. And then when I took her to the Bronx, it's so funny. We spent New Year's in the Bronx, right? And she was like, Mummy, the kids in New York are a bit wild. And I said, oh, honey, I need you to be this wild and fun and this confident. Like, these little girls in the Bronx were having a dance off and they were twerking and shaking their butts and just dancing and stuff like that, right? To Cardi B. But I'll be honest with you, with my daughter, I'm very strict on what she listens, not strict, but I really try to avoid her listening to songs that is not within an appropriate age, right? But in New York, it's different. And she kept watching these girls in the Bronx dancing to Cardi B and singing to them. And she felt left out. She just felt like, what is this craziness? If you ask her what her favorite drink is, it's rose lemonade with rose petaled infused ice cubes. Don't forget that. And she loves a bit of flat iron, prefers her steak to be Wagyu, but it has to be medium rare, a little pink in the middle. What have I done to my child? Yes, this girl is a Broadway show babe. What Broadway show haven't we been to? We've been to Matilda. We've been to Wicked. We've been to Jack and the Beanstalk. We've been to... What else have we been to? Annie. There was Annie at one point. We've been to so many. She requested to go to Flatiron today. But we didn't have the time. Because she had choir after school. Oh, Aladdin. I think we might have to go to that. This is what makes me laugh about people that said I neglected my daughter. I don't love my daughter. I feel sorry for your daughter. I feel sorry for you that you can't... That the life that she lives, I pray that everybody else's kids can live. Oh, 100%. 100% we can meet up. I don't work right now. I am chilling. Happily unemployed. And a widow. That's it. I need to get off. I need to look into the PO box. I do. I definitely need. Tomorrow, I need to sit down tomorrow and do some work. Because honestly, I have gone so behind on the stuff that I need to do. It's disgusting. Like, I've got so much stuff that I need to sort out. And I've just been sleeping. But I said to myself, I want to give myself until Monday to kind of just... I don't know. And I really want to do the videos talking about the death penalty, like facts about the death penalty. Like talk about the lethal injection, talk about execution, talk about racism, talk about all that stuff. I feel like it's super important to educate people on the death penalty. But yeah, guys, I love you and I'm gonna have to leave you. I've got to wake up early tomorrow. I'm yawning. I need to do a school run tomorrow morning. I really need to do these nails, but I'm really struggling to let go of them. I think I want some sushi tomorrow. Thank you. You too, my darling. I want some sushi. I've been craving some sushi, so yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. But yeah, see you guys. Love you. Tomorrow, by the way, I'm gonna do an Albanian only live. So yeah, love you guys. God bless you all, and may the Lord protect you all from any harm in your families. God bless you.